everybody, it's Ed at Killshot. All right, the other day, Governor DeSantis was down here in Marathon, and he released information on the 2024 extension of sports season. For those of you that don't know, July 14th, which is a Sunday this year, is going to be an additional day of sports season, or mini season, if you will. It's going to be open to recreational divers only, not to commercial divers. There's some new information and some specific information that's a little bit different than regular mini season, and I wanted to put it out there. I don't know if NOAA is going to amend or change their rules at this point. I don't know. But based on the information that I have, and this is like 3 days after, I think he released that on like Wednesday or something like that. Today's Friday. So I tried to get it to you as quick as I could. So what I did is, instead of preparing a bunch of notes, I just decided I would highlight a few key things in here. And let's see if we can hit them all. So it's going to be Sunday, July 14th of this year. It's going to be one additional day of mini season. Yes, I feel like Theo Von. All right. The additional opportunity for mini season, that the 14th, is only going to be open to Florida residents. If you're from Georgia, Alabama, Texas, New Mexico, Mexico, Germany, you're not included in this unless you can prove that you're a Florida resident. And I'm going to talk about residency requirements in just a second. But it's open only to Florida residents. That's the first key thing that you guys need to know about. So it's essentially an extra day. It's not that we're opening it on the 14th and it's going to run for a week and a half until the 25th. That's not the case. This year, mini season is going to be on July 14th, July 24th, and July 25th. So, what are some of the things that you guys need to know? Bam! Bust out my eyeballs because I can't see. Okay, like I said, you're going to need to have a recreational saltwater license for Florida, and it must be a resident license. You also have to have your lobster permit, so that lobster tag, stamp, whatever it is that we get every year, you need to make sure that you have that. Stuff just fell off the shelf over there. I think I'm haunted. Okay, in order to prove residency, you've got to have a Florida driver's license or ID card, a state-issued ID card. You have to be on active duty military orders or be family attached to that person. So if you're from Michigan, you're serving in the Navy down in Key West, you're probably good to go. Just make sure that you've got a copy of those orders if you don't have a Florida driver's license. So it's pretty easy to figure out. You guys that are military, I'm sure you can figure this one out on your own. Okay, alternate proof of residency. A Florida voter registration card has to be current. And we don't want you voting multiple times here in Florida. You can go do that crap up in Pennsylvania. I think it's legal in Philadelphia, maybe even encouraged. Okay, declaration of domicile may be obtained from the county clerk's office or a Florida homestead exemption. Note, a landlord certification is no longer accepted as alternate proof of residency. So for those of you that are renting down here and have got a New Mexico driver's license or a Michigan driver's license, but you're renting, and I don't think that's going to cut it. I would call FWC and find out if what you have will actually meet their criteria. Take a look at this document that I'm going to put in the show notes. Okay, if you're under 18, student ID card from a Florida school or parents' proof of residency. So either of those two will get you there. Okay, so that covers residency requirements. All right, can I dive and bully net? The answer is yes. You may use a bully net or a hoop net during that mini season, the 14th, the 24th, and 25th. Let's see here. However, if you're diving, there is no diving at night. And the way that they define this is you're allowed to dive 1 hour before sunrise to 1 hour. Damn it. I don't know how people with a lot of hair do this. you're allowed to dive 1 hour before sunrise to 1 hour after sunset. That's how the state of Florida has defined it. So those of you that are hunters, no, it's not first legal light, which is usually, half hour before sunrise. In the state of Florida, for this purpose, it's 1 hour before sunrise, 1 hour after sunset. Will I be able to use my lionfish for lobster challenge coin? The answer is yes. If you qualify for the lionfish challenge coin, you can use that for an extra lobster. You've got to figure out how to do that on your own. I'm not going to tell you guys how to do that. It's kind of an involved process. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. You got to harvest 25 lobster, or I'm sorry, you got to harvest 25 lionfish. You got to take them to a check-in station. I know that Divers Direct is one. There's another place up here in our area, here in Islamorada, that's one. I think it's in Tavernier, actually. They're all over the state. But you got to take those 25 tails or more to that location, have somebody sign off on it, and then they will essentially give you a challenge coin or put you in for it or whatever. And at that point, once you've got all your credentials, you potentially could take an additional lobster. In Monroe County and in Biscayne Bay, it is 6 lobsters per person per day. If you get that challenge coin, you'll be able to take a seventh, an additional 1 lobster. Outside of Monroe County and Biscayne Bay, you're allowed 12 lobsters per person per day. So let's see here. There's a few areas down here in the Keys that are closed. Pennycamp Coral Reef State Park. You got to look up the boundaries. I don't go down that way very much. Everglades National Park. So back a mile behind my shop, you're not allowed to lobster past that. You're allowed to lobster out to that, but not past it. Dry Tortugas National Park. No take areas in the Keys National Marine Sanctuary like Alligator, Molasses. There's an area at Conch, Sombrero. There's a bunch of different no-take areas. They're usually marked by bright yellow balls. They're not mooring balls, they're boundary balls. Card Sound Bay, Spiny Lobster Sanctuary. I don't know exactly where that is. I know it's in Card Sound somewhere. Might even be all of Card Sound. I don't know. Coral Reef Restoration Protection Areas in Biscayne National Park. Don't go busting up the corals, boys and girls. Stay out of there. Leave their stuff alone. Okay. Will this happen again next year? Nobody knows. Right now, it's a 1 year, or it's a one-time only thing. So that's pretty much it. I don't know, fellas, ladies, that's all I got. If you're into mini season, this is kind of cool. If you're not into mini season, sorry. Leave the Keys for a day, an extra day. So anyway, I wanted to be the first to bring you guys what I know about the sports season changes. Hopefully we'll see you guys in here to pick up your gear. And as always, do not hesitate to call the shop. If I can't get in my pocket, we'll just go on that side. How about that? So don't hesitate to call the shop. If you got questions, I will try to answer them as best as I can. Please take the time to read the FAQ from FWC, and I'm sure that they will have updated information as it becomes available if there's any changes. So, but as of today, which is the 21st of June, this is the deal. So anyway, hope to see you guys out there. As always, please like and subscribe to the video, and we hope to see you all soon. And in case you're wondering, this is the look I'm going to go with for the rest of the summer. I think this is it. Yes, yes, I like it, yes. I feel kind of like Michael Jackson. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm going to moonwalk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crazy Eddie Show.